Good morning, kids. I'm Mohana Rani, your computer teacher. Hope you all are well and fine, safe at home. Be safe. Wear your mask while coming out. Okay. Now, in this session, we are going to learn our third lesson. Okay, we are going to learn our third lesson. Lesson name is Knowing Windows. Okay, we are going to know the application window. Okay, application name is Windows. Okay, kids. Okay, knowing Windows. Then what is Windows? You should know that. Okay, what is Windows, how it works, or which way it helps us. These are all the things we should know. Okay, so for that we'll have a small introduction about the Windows. Okay, Microsoft Windows is an environment where you can work easily by clicking on commands that are available on the screen. Okay, which is here the Windows is very user friendly, very much user friendly. All are graphically modulated. Okay, everything here is graphically modulated, where you can just by click. Okay, a single click is enough to start your work. Okay, all are everything represented as a small icons. Where you want to save your document, there will be a save button, just go and click there. Or if you want to open a document, there will be a button called open, just go and click that. Okay, or you want to open a new document, there will be a new button, go and click there. It is very user friendly. Okay, all are graphically represented. That is why the Windows is known as GUI, that is graphical user interface. Okay, graphical user interface. Okay, so this is why we called Windows is very user friendly, and any lay person can use it. Any illiterate person also can use Windows. That much it is very easy. All icons are there, readily represented there. We just used to go and click the buttons as per our wish, as per our need. That's it. Okay, now you can also do different works at the same time in the Windows. Okay, different work means, if you want to take a printout, at the same time you want to listen some music. Okay, you want to listen some music, at the same time you want to take a printout, it is possible. Okay, it is possible. Or you want to do some mathematical calculation, at the same time you want to listen music, at the same time you want to take a printout. All three taskings can be done at the same time. So the Windows has all options on it. Okay, this is very advanced application, which is very much user friendly. This particularly doing many works at the same time, called as multitasking means, like your mother, how she is doing in the morning in the kitchen. Okay, she is preparing you for school, at the same time she is cooking, at the same time she will pack your lunch, at the same time she will help your father to go to office. The same way the computer also do multiple taskings at the same time. Okay, so in this chapter let us know more about Windows. It is desktop and program window. Okay, we are going to learn more. It's desktop and program windows. Okay, what is desktop? The very first screen which is appear on the computer after switching on your computer, the very first screen what appear, called as desktop. Okay, called as desktop. What is program window? Program window means any application, any program or icon you click, the program opens in a window where all the close button, open button, minimize, maximize buttons are all will be there. So those are, that window is called as the program window. So all program has a separate window. Okay, all program has a separate window. Whatever the program you open, this window will open. Okay, next, that's all the introduction. So in this introduction we saw what is window. Windows is a programming application and it is very user friendly. It is graphically user interface. It has GUI, and it will do multitasking, means it will do multiple works at the same time. Okay, then it is the windows. We are going to learn desktop and program windows in this chapter. Okay, these are all the introductions we saw. Then desktop. What is desktop? I told you the very first screen after switching on your computer is called as desktop. Okay, the first screen in window is called as the desktop. It consists of all small pictures are called icons and taskbar at the bottom. Okay, the first screen in Windows is called the desktop. It consists of small pictures called icons and taskbars at the bottom. Okay, the first screen, the after switching on, the very first screen which is appearing on the computer called as desktop. Then this is how the computer desktop look like. Okay, this is called as desktop. You can see a taskbar here appearing in the blue part. Okay, this blue part is called as taskbar. Okay, here you can see the start button, and you can see date, time, and other icons which are which frequently we use. So those are all there. Okay, then you can see icons. See here, small pictures are there. No, here small pictures are there. These are all called as icons. You can see my computer, recycle bin, and so much is there. Okay, so these are all called as icons. So now you all would be knowing what is taskbar and what is icon. The entire screen. Okay, the entire screen is called as desktop. Okay, now this is how the first screen after switching on the computer will look like. Okay, then see here, system tray. What is system tray? Here I showed you a picture. No, here you can see here. See here in this bottom left corner, so right corner. Okay, there is a small area where you can see time, date, and other important icons are all there. Frequently the applications whatever we use are all there. So this is called a system tray. Okay, see here, system tray. The system tray is found at the right corner of the taskbar. It consists of volume control and system clock. Okay, if you want to increase your computer volume or decrease your computer volume or speaker volume or mic volume, everything is present here. Okay, all the options are present here. And the same way it consists of volume control and the system clock. Okay, system clock. Okay, the time also can be seen here. Okay, so this is called a system tray. Then volume control. In the previous slide, okay, in this desktop I showed you. See here, there is a small speaker kind of a picture. Okay, small speaker kind of a picture you can see here. Okay, you can see here small speaker kind of a picture. Okay, here only we can use the volume control option. Okay, so volume control option. See here it is represented here. You can see. Okay, this. Okay, this icon increase or decrease the volume of speaker. Okay, when you click this icon, a picture appears as shown. As shown means like this, the picture will appear like this. See here, volume picture. Okay, this is a slider bar. Okay, this is a slider bar. If you bring up, okay, then the volume increase. If you bring down, the volume decrease. Okay, this is how it works. This is the slider. If you bring the slider up, it will increase. If you bring the slider down, it will decrease the system volume. Okay, then you see here next, when you click this icon, picture appears as shown. Click on the slider bar and drag up or drag down to increase or decrease the speaker volume. Okay, you have to just pull it up or pull it down. Okay, if you pull up, the volume increases. If you pull down, the volume decreases. Okay, these are all the options available in volume control. The volume control is present in system tray. Okay, the system tray is appearing in the taskbar. Okay, now you all would have understood very clearly, I believe. Moving on to next slide now. See, system clock. Okay, the system clock is nothing but time, current time. Okay, that this displays system time. When the mouse pointer is placed on it, it shows day, month, date and year. Okay, you have to bring your mouse pointer, you have to keep above the system clock. Okay, above the clock you have to keep it, then it will show you where. See here also it is showing Wednesday, January 19, 2011. It is showing the date, time and day. You can see all these are shown here. Okay, the same way you have to keep your mouse pointer there on above the clock, then it will show you the day, month, date, year. Okay, then the program is nothing but a set of instruction given to computers called as a program. Each icon on the desktop represents a program. Okay, so what is a program? You can see icons. Okay, I told you many icons are here. All icons are representing a program. All icons are representing a particular program. Okay, so when you click on the icons, okay, when you click on these icons, it will open that particular program. Okay, it will open that particular programs. Okay, what is program? A set of instruction given to the computer. Okay, if I click this icon, you have to open this program. That kind of a instruction passed on to every particular icon, and the program has linked with the picture, that is icon pictures. Okay, so when you click on this icon, the appropriate program will open. Okay, and each icon on the desktop represents a program. Okay, every icon, whatever the icon you see on the desktop, all icons representing a particular certain program. Okay, now we'll move on to the next slide. Program window. Okay, now I have clicked on some icon. Okay, now the program has opened. Okay, and the window will be appearing like this. Okay, now I have clicked on some icon, and the icon which is representing a particular program, connected with a particular program, that program window has opened and will be appearing like this. Okay, see here, program window appears when you double click on an icon. Okay, when you double click on an icon, program window is also called as application window. Okay, also called as application window. Every program window consists of title bar, menu bar, scroll bar and status bar. So many bars are there, no? We'll see one by one. See here, title bar. What is title bar? See here, the blue color. Okay, blue color, there is a bar here, no? So this is called as title bar. Okay, what is menu bar? See here, there are so many titles are there. See, file, edit, view, image, color, help. So these are all called as menu bar. Okay, then what is there? Then scroll bar. Okay, we'll see scroll bar. See here, there is a scroll here. Okay, there is a pull up, pull down, scroll here. So this is called a scroll bar. Okay, this is called a scroll bar. And status bar. What is status bar? You can see here in the down, there is a bar here. Okay, this is showing, and if you want any help, click me, I will give you that help. Showing like this. Okay, for help, click help topic on the help menu. It is showing like this. No, this is called as status bar. Okay, okay, so these are all the bars. What are all they? This blue one called as title bar, and the menus what appearing is menu bar, and the scroll up scroll down button appears. No, this is called as scroll bar, and the status bar in the bottom. Okay, so these are all the bars available on the window. Okay, program window. Okay, next, title bar. So one by one we'll see all bars. Title bar, just now I showed you what is title bar. The title bar displays file name and program name. It consists of three buttons on its right side. Okay, okay, see here the file name, showing file name. See here, the program name is Untitled Paint. Okay, Untitled Paint, this is file name. Okay, what program it is, you can see the icon. This is Paint program. Okay, this is Paint program, and you can see the title bar in the corner, topmost right corner. You can see three buttons, that is minimize, this is called as minimize, and this is called as restore, and this is called as restore, and this is called as cross button. Okay, this is called as cross button. Okay, now these are all the bars available. Next, title bar. Then you can see menu bar here. The menu bar, menu means list of choice. For example, ice cream parlor menu card. The menu bar displays various menus. Each menu consists of sub menus called options. Okay, menu means list of choices. Okay, it means the list of choices. For example, ice cream parlor menu cards. Okay, if you see ice cream parlor menu card, it will show us many menus are appearing there. Means many types of what are all the types of ice creams are there. Okay, if you choose vanilla, yeah, okay, for example, I am choosing vanilla. If you choose vanilla, the vanilla ice cream will have the different bars or cups or cones or balls or all there. No, so many options are there. If you choose a flavor vanilla, there will be many options are there. The same way, if you choose any particular menu, let's take file. If I click on file menu, then the file menu will give me under this file, save, open and new, or all the other options are there. So okay, so these are called menu bar. Okay, then the status bar. Status bar is nothing but the status bar displays the current status of the program window. For example, in Paint, when mouse pointer is placed on the tool, the status bar shows the purpose of tool. Okay, shows the purpose of tool. Okay, so now read again. For example, in Paint, when mouse pointer is placed on a tool, now I want to choose some background color. Okay, I'm placing my mouse there on the background color changing option. Then what help can be given to that particular option, that would be shown in here in the status bar. Okay, that would be shown here in the status bar. So that is what is written in the first line. Read the first line. The status bar displays the current status of the program window. Okay, for example, in Paint, when mouse pointer is placed on a tool, the status bar shows the purpose of the tool. Okay, next, minimize, restore button. Minimize and restore button and close button. I showed you here in the windows. Okay, in the windows there are three buttons are there. No, the same three buttons are only now we are going to learn. See here, these three buttons. Here you can see the first button is minimize button. As soon as you click on this button, the window will be minimized. Okay, it will shrink it and it will come to the bottom. This would this would come to the bottom. Okay, the first button in the minimize button, when you click on this button, it brings down the program window to taskbar. Okay, means the entire window would be shrunken, and the program would be appearing only in your taskbar. Okay, only on your taskbar. Then you can see the restore button. When you click on this button, the program window gets reduced from its original. Okay, means it won't come to the taskbar, it won't come there, but for some extent it would be shrunken. Okay, for some extent it would be shrunken, or half of the screen would have shrunken, or to the desired shape it would be shrunken. Okay, or if you want to maximize also, you have to use the same thing, maximize and restore, for both the same button only. Okay, if you click restore, and next if you click, it will maximize. When you are in maximize, if you click this button, it will restore. Like that it will act, vice versa. Okay, now you see the next thing. When you click on this button, the program window comes back to the original size, that is original size. Okay, next the last one is cross button. This button, the third button is the close button. This button closes the program window. It will close the entire window. That's it. It will close the entire window. That's it. Your program would be closed. Next, scroll bar. The scroll bars are used to scroll across the window, both up, down, and left, right. Okay, I'll show you the picture. See here. See, there is a scroll bar here too, and there is a scroll bar here too. Okay, from left to right also we can move, and top to bottom also we can move. This is what mentioned here. Okay, so the scroll bar. Okay, so the scroll bar are used to scroll across the window, both up, down, and left and right. Okay, so these are all the topics to be covered in the third lesson. So what and all there in the textbook, everything I have covered. Okay, now we have come to the end of the session. Now I have covered maximum part. So watch this video again and again, so that the content of the lesson would stick into your mind. Okay, now we will close this session. We'll meet in next session. Okay kids, take care of your health, be safe, again and again telling. Okay, bye.